Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching The Umbrella Academy Season 3, Episode 10, Oblivion. This is the season finale. Luther is dead, though I'm confident Klaus is going to get him back, because Denial is my friend. They've gone through to the other side. Reginald's a bitch. Alison's a bitch. I'm stressed. Reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction and all of my reactions to The Umbrella Academy on my Patreon 2 weeks in advance, though this whole season is up right now, so yeah, it's all edited up there. And let's go! Yep. There's no Klaus.
But your brother,
This
I did all I could.
bitch.
He was right behind me when I entered
We need to go back.
Now we have to keep moving.
You all know Reginald's lying.
And Klaus?
We all know Reginald is lying about Klaus. We should know he's lying about Luther.
Ancient people believe we rode in the back of 4 flying turtles, or on the
They're just
horns
chilling in
of a
death
white
together.
buffalo.
Where exactly are we?
We're dead,
Yeah.
man.
We're dead.
Welcome to my hood.
We need to be undeading ourselves. Look, if you could just kill Reginald, I'd be eternally grateful.
Lila and I barely got out alive last time, remember?
Yeah, but I'm here this time, and the numbers are in our favor.
Benjamin.
Whatever it was with
Hey, back off. All right. She's eating for
strength in these trying times. Diego, can you come with me for a second?
She doesn't want them to tell everyone.
I'm done with the other side.
Excuse me?
No, I belong here. All my life,
Klaus.
I've been a loser. I've been a freak. I've made mistake after mistake after.
And choosing to try and stay here is another mistake.
We're dead, right?
As the Dougie, baby.
That's the Dougie. So what happens if I do this?
Luther!
No pain in the boy. Yeah, take your best shot.
Challenge accepted.
I mean, okay, if there's no pain and you can't do any physical harm, it's less.
Gonna blurt out.
Why won't we tell them? Things.
Does she think
And it would be nice to give the family.
they treat her differently?
Okay.
Or does it make it too real when they all might die?
No, he lost the vote to come through the tunnel. Yet here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you really sure that he could kill Luther?
I think he could kill Luther, Klaus, and the rest of us without breaking a moral sweat.
Agreed.
And what's worse,
Didn't even get to say goodbye.
Gotta pray Alison didn't know about the murdering part.
Got to say goodbye
Unless
to my daughter. The feelings are just...
she truly believes that they will fix everything. And so it's necessary sacrifices before you get to the end.
She lost her daughter.
and she killed Harlan.
Now you care about that vibe?
Look, even if you're
I mean, we should.
I can imagine.
It might be a bouncy house, but it's mine.
You don't want to help
Well,
the family.
you'll end up here eventually, either way.
But the love of my life.
It's like on a motivational scale of 1 to like Braveheart.
Yeah.
This was like half a Rudy.
All right, notes later, pal. Notes
Just
later.
thought, you could probably do better.
They need to come back and tell everyone about Reginald being a bitch.
Quite busy. Can it wait?
No, it can't.
Did she
Luther
know?
and Klaus? Did you kill them?
Okay, thank God she didn't agree to it. Thank God.
For this mission. Gather up, children. Now that we've had.
Ben, stop trying to get him to approve of you.
The myth of the 7 bells, eh?
Exactly. Somebody's been
So you
saying
wanted there to be 7 of them.
Bells, then what?
We've trained together, so it makes more sense if we take Allison.
Yeah, no thanks.
Why not?
Thought you apologised and things were good.
Splendid idea. Allison,
Aren't
you
things
know what
great
the
now,
others
Allison?
sparrows stick together. Go on. I'll meet you on 5.
Bitch. There are 7 of them, he's not a part of it, and he's gonna ring the bell.
Answer the question.
You're out of your mind.
Just tell them.
Make a deal now, Luther.
Unless you're screwing them all over.
Luther was killed by whatever that... Do you really think that I made a deal with Dad to kill Luther and Klaus?
No. So tell us what the deal was.
Listen to me.
Holy shit. What was that?
You're the ones who said to hell with family and the whole universe. I'm the only one fighting to save both.
Just need to know.
Then talk to us.
Killed.
Yeah,
You
stuff 'cause I'm
paused,
over it,
okay?
right? Whoa. Oh, this isn't about me.
Viola, just be there for the kid and love it.
You're scared. He's a good and decent person.
You sure?
We hope. But don't let your guards down, please.
And, oh, here's another wall.
At least she's trying.
You've already got a new family.
If you stop being so hostile, you could have one too. Yeah.
Fake apology.
And the lies?
Allison, come on.
And lies were nothing in the grand scheme of things.
I don't know that we can.
Because of you, Allison, not because of Victor. Come on, we need Klaus and Luther to appear. Oh, thank God.
Problem. And again, there are those dollar stores which are quite reasonable.
That's that.
Where's Luther? Please say he brought Luther back too. There the bitch goes. Not telling anyone the actual plan, so no one is prepared for it.
Which one of our moronic siblings do you think rang the damn bell?
Reginald? Fuck. But Victor doesn't care about family. That's why Victor just chose to run and save him off. Allison, wake up, please. God. Reginald! Oh lord, are there multiple?
Right behind you, honey.
Nice shot, sweetie.
Look, can we talk?
Fuck me.
I made a deal with Dad.
Good, finally.
I swear.
She's finally realising that family exists and cares about her.
Look at me. If we get through this, everything's gonna be okay.
Are there 7 of these things?
Victor!
Now you care. And I'm glad if she does now, but... She's also extremely vulnerable in here alone.
Family, all right?
Let's kill this thing.
Wait, Sloan.
At least Ben's helping now. Come on, Ben, we need you. Come on, Tentacle Man. Someone go behind him while he's oh, fuck. While he was distracted, it would have been... I mean, they're all pretty dazed. Yeah, you have to defeat these. They're the bells. How does that guarantee good people with good intentions are going to ring the bells?
Finally, someone with a power worth mimicking.
Lila. I'm tired of running.
Me too.
Oof. Well, that looks gone. 2 down. Is he able to bring Luther back? Because if he isn't, my denial is going to be like shit.
What you guys need to know right now.
Can you bring Luther back, please?
Dad killed Luther. And he locked me out of the tunnel.
Hey, I found the sigil! It's on the...
Fuck! We need to stop 5 bleeding out, please! Holy fucking shit. At least if Klaus dies, he can come back again, and we just have to pray that he can bring everybody back again, including unborn children.
Nobody hurts my wife, you son of a bitch.
Thank you. How? Oh no, he's not back for good.
To use me on this stupid mission?
You did have a purpose. I left you to guard the
Who's the
precious
deserved
thing
happiness with
And what was
Sloane?
it?
No. My denial is breaking. I'm sorry. You deserve better than this. Fucking hell.
Now's your time, boy. Quickly.
Fuck off, trying to manipulate him all the more.
7.7 of us.
Where the bells?
No, not you.
Why not her? Are they gonna die? They're all gonna die?
Number 5.
Someone kill Reginald, please. Allison, he cannot be allowed to do this by himself. They are dying.
This wasn't part of the deal.
And he originally didn't bring enough people. She would have had to do it.
Down the machine. Built this place.
Okay, what does any of that have to do with them?
The particles inside their bodies are the only things that fuel the machine. You and I will get what we came here for.
No, you're killing them!
Everything in life has a price.
Now is the time you see the cost of your Allison. Lila's hand on her tummy. He's immune? Holy shit. Best thing Allison's done all season. At least she finally felt bad and wasn't just like, oh, I'll get what I want. Oh my goodness. Would it kill them?
Don't make me do this. You trust me?
Fuck. I mean, after this season, we fucking shouldn't.
Stop her!
After everything she's done, we shouldn't have trusted her. Just did the bottom with no idea what it did. I'm guessing it's created a world where they're all alive. And she gets Claire, at least.
What's wrong, Mama?
Oh,
Nothing, baby.
I am glad.
So happy to be home.
Just worried about what the cost is going to be, but I am so thankful for her getting her baby. I wondered if she'd somehow controlled the universe to have him. He's completely out of place, doesn't even exist in this timeline. Is he somehow Claire's father? Is Claire genetically the same person, or is he at least Claire's stepfather? How is this all explained? I'm happy for Alison. I don't entirely know if she deserves to get everything she wanted, but I do believe that Claire and Ray deserve to have a nice life, and the Alison we used to love does. Are they all alive?
Luther?
You can see me?
Yes!
And he looks normal, like he doesn't look beefed. Oh, Alison actually.
All svelte now.
His hand's back.
I got my arm back.
This is so cool.
Where is Sloane?
Oh, she was.
Are they back to how they were? So like Ben is here because he was part of the original one. Where Sloane is off wherever she was in the original timeline.
Not until you give me an answer.
5 doesn't know.
Screw this. Something's wrong.
That's right, something's wrong. You're about to get your ass kicked.
They're not superpowered.
My power.
That's not good.
How is it going to be a season 4? This almost feels like an ending. Oh, he can die now.
Luther, you can't go. You were dead 5 minutes ago. You're fragile. I gotta go after him.
No, wait, Cloud.
We can't split up immediately.
Guys, come on, we should stick together and figure this out.
What are we supposed to do?
Figure out who we are in this timeline.
Live our lives.
I mean, yes, I support that, but we should do it together. What are your lives in this timeline? How is it going to be a season 4 when they don't have powers? We're all leaving each other? 5 would need an adult companion and guardian. Did he get what he wanted with his moon lady? I'm intrigued about season 4, but can we find out what their lives are like? Jesus fucking Christ, are we in Hargreaves Town? Is he not dead? Because he got what he wanted. It was his plan that Alison pressed the button. I thought I was done with him. What is the next season? If it wasn't fucking Hargreaves ruling the world, I'd be happier about the idea of them getting to live normal lives. Was that meant to, I mean, obviously that was Ben. Was that meant to mean something to me? Okay, so this was a really interesting finale. I love the concept of there being 4 of the Guardians, and I thought there were just 1, and the way that they were able to use their powers uniquely and kind of work together to fight and destroy all of the Guardians. Also glad they found out the truth about Reginald being behind literally everything, all the murders and everything, and that they figured out about the 7 bells. I think probably in some ways the best thing, and also an annoying thing, is like in this episode that Allison ultimately made the right choice, both by initially telling Victor, yeah, I did make a deal. I think maybe the life and death stakes and the fact that Victor wasn't like, you've been a bitch, I'm gonna run. Instead, Victor was like, Allison, oh my god, I will get you to safety. And then when they were all dying and she couldn't just stand by and let it happen. Admittedly, she did press the button while they had, like, none of them had moved off of their little stars, so it could have just reactivated and killed them. How, like, she stopped Reginald. Was what Reginald was going to do and kill them anyway? Was he going to do a little bit more and didn't get time to do it? So I'm both pleased that Allison chose her family, but then she also kind of didn't. But then she was like, trust me, so she truly believed in that moment it was going to be better for all of them. Even though Reginald had programmed the freaking machine, now obviously it would have taken us, we maybe would have had to try and find his journal and learn how to read it to try and figure out what to do with this machine. But she had no idea what pressing that button was actually going to do. She just had Reginald's word that it would be better, and Reginald's word that Claire and Ray would be there. Also, logistically, I'm assuming Ray is Claire's stepdad, and he's somehow time travelled, and he's just like, yes, I have always lived in... I'm sure they'll explain it. One thing that annoys me a little bit is that I want to know what they're all up to now, because do they all exist in this timeline? Do they have established homes and jobs and lives? Or are they unknown entities with nothing? And not even superpowers this time around. But so I feel like Allison kind of made the right choice to a degree in trying to stop them all dying by attacking Reginald, and it was very satisfying to see him with half his head cut off. But at the same time, that doesn't mean everything's forgiven because she made the one good choice, because she then also pressed the button and she said, like, do you trust me? And we saw the moment where Victor did trust her, but everybody else was like, Allison, stop, Allison, don't. And she was like, I know better, guys, I know better. And again, it doesn't make it all right. So there is, it's season 4, it's the last season if I'm not mistaken, because I don't read articles, but I saw a headline that might I read quickly, so I read the headline, I was like, okay, Umbrella Academy, don't look. In that final season, Allison needs to be making it up to people. But even then, is she only making it up to people because she got everything she wanted? And what apocalypse is coming this time? Like, is it going to be the fact that Hargreaves is in control? What is this universe like? What are their lives like? I enjoyed the fact that they kind of came together a little bit in the fighting, and the fact that Allison wasn't casually okay with Luther and Klaus dying. I didn't think she would be, but at the same time, she's done a lot of things this season I didn't think she would do. But I'm glad that that was a step she wouldn't take. And to be honest, Victor trusting her at the end shows the strength of Victor's moral compass and belief in people. Don't know that Allison deserved it in this exact moment. And the world they're in. Sloane is just nowhere to be seen, which suggests to me it was redone so that they were the 7 children Reginald took in and adopted randomly, which surely means that they all were the instant baby kablumping, just 9 months of pregnancy in a couple of hours, a couple of minutes and everything, but they don't have their powers. Are they going to be able to get their powers back? And are there different kids with powers? By kids, they would also be young adults by now. I'm very confused. And obviously we're supposed to be. And I kind of wish we were given a little bit more information at the end there. The thing I can't kind of get over is the fact that Allison just blindly was like, yes, if I press this button, everything will be fine. With zero proof of it. Reginald has literally just killed 2 of your brothers who are more, and then turned around and been like, oh, I can just, oh yeah, they're all going to die on those stars, but you know what, fuck it, we'll get what we want, Allison, don't worry about it. And she should also remember, he didn't initially want Klaus there with them, so Allison would have needed to be on one of the stars. If Klaus hadn't come back from the dead, which he did not count for, Reginald did not see that one coming, he would have got Allison on one of the stars. It was only because of that, because she wasn't needed, that he spared her. So she kind of... But it began to make amends by stopping Reginald even though it could be at the cost of getting what she wanted, but then she made the choice to press the button without consulting anybody else. Like, basically she was like, oh, Victor isn't going to try and blow me up to stop me, therefore I'll do it, even if every single other person that she supposedly cares about was like, Alison, don't do it. I don't necessarily think she was wrong in pressing the button, but at the end of the day, we don't know what Reginald was planning. I think taking a minute and trying to work out what the fuck he had done wouldn't have killed anybody, and if it had, they were probably going to die anyway. So yeah, I hope in the next... So I feel like in general this season was a bit of a mess. I think this show has a lot of strengths, and I love it. I really do enjoy it. I enjoyed this season on the whole. Alison was a huge letdown this season. What they wrote, how they wrote her character, it went beyond the kind of when you can be like, well, she's grieving, okay, you know, we feel bad for you, we can forgive that, to the point where you were like, well, you're just becoming a villain. And then this episode, she kind of tried to make it up, and then she also was very selfish, and then she just got everything she wanted. And I'm not happy that she had everything she wanted. I don't necessarily think she deserves it over, like, Luther getting to find Sloane, although obviously she deserves it. I mean, at the end of the day, she deserves her child back. But yeah, Alison's character was a mess this season, and I hope they address that and make her making amends and acknowledging that she was a shit person this season. And I think one of the show's greatest weaknesses, and it's something the characters even discuss to a degree, but it is that they are this family, but whenever they see each other, they disagree, they fight, they are constantly being like, we are now in an unknown world that we don't know anything about, I'm going to separate from you all, bye. They never stick together to even a little degree. And it's frustrating. I feel like they all should have run after Luther. They all should have been like, yes, we should try and see if Sloane's around. But also, yeah, Luther shouldn't just be left running the streets going, Sloane, Sloane. At the end of the day, if she's not here, that's not going to help anybody. Staying together is the... right, so they're still going back to their old patterns of just splitting up. Now, yes, they are not the closest siblings of all, but you'd kind of like to think that after everything they've been through, they would be at least a little bit closer and not just constantly separating all the time. It's not going to be a show where they're happy families, constantly having family dinners and big parties. Obviously not. But I would like a little bit more of that, acknowledging that we're not going to do everything separately, and we're not going to not tell each other things, and we're not going to just completely disregard that person's opinion and that person's opinion. It's a bit of a mess at times. I hope, knowing that it's going to be the final season, that they give us a satisfying ending, that it's not an ending that's left open to interpretation, or an ending where they're like, lol, we killed them all. But we will see. So yeah, this season my thoughts are a bit of a mess. This episode was very good, but it was also a lot, and like, so many different things happened. I hope next season Lila calms down a bit, but with that I don't mean like, calm down, woman. I mean like, Seth realises that she starts to heal emotionally and grow emotionally, and realising that she doesn't need to hold everybody at arm's length, and she doesn't need to mindfuck with people to try and figure out stuff. She can just be a normal person with a man that loves her and the baby that hopefully still exists. Did Reginald plan that? I mean, who knows? I'm very glad Luther is alive again. I properly was ready to be like talking about how sad it was that he was dead, and like that I don't think they should have killed him. And I'm also glad that he's de-monkified. I mean, I'm assuming they will find a way to get their powers back. At least some of them will, because otherwise I don't know how they cope with the next season with whatever shenanigans they're up to. But Luther surely won't become monkified, gorillarified, or whatever happened, because that was an extra experiment Reginald did. And hopefully in the next season we will learn more about Reginald, why he was doing what he was doing, what his endgame was, seeing as he's achieved it, so we'll be able to kind of learn by looking. So yeah, the season was frustrating at times, it was also very enjoyable, and I'm cautiously optimistic about the final season. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction and all of my reactions to The Umbrella Academy on my Patreon, and thank you so much for watching.